Hello everybody, I'm Mark the Tech Guy and welcome to Vlogs Weekly. So this week we are going to talk about what has happened from the keynote up until now. So it is the day before the release here in Canada and of the new 4S, and there's a lot of new changes in the iOS, and there's a few changes, some key changes in the new 4S as well. So they had their big keynote, and Tim Cook took the stage, and they were announcing some new features in the new iOS. So there is some great new features, some great new additions like cards, iCards, iMessage, and Find My Friends, which is kind of a creepy one because, not everybody's going to want to use that. And, if you're wanting to always track your friends, there's something wrong there. So that is a great new feature. And also, they announced that there is going to be a new iPhone 4S. Now, I know we were waiting for the iPhone 5, and right after they announced that there was going to be a 4S, after the keynote, Apple stocks dropped 5%. That is interesting. But there's probably enough change in the new iPhone 4S to consider upgrading. So let's run down some of the things that are in the new iPhone 4S that maybe you might consider changing to the new 4S. So in the new 4S, there is a new camera which is 8 megapixels and it does 1080p HD video. So that is a great new camera. It's got a new fifth lens in it, and they said, this camera is going to be a sweet camera to have. Now, it's for a handheld device, for a mobile device. This is going to be one of the key features in the new 4S. And they also added the new A5 chip, which is a great addition. It's the same chip that is in the iPad 2, and so it's going to boost up your gaming speeds. It's going to boost up the graphics. It's going to make everything run that much quicker. So if you're thinking of upgrading, if you have the 3GS and you're able to upgrade, I would say the iPhone 4S is a great upgrade from the 3GS. So, but if you have the iPhone 4, well, chances are you might want to wait until the iPhone 5. Now, if you need to get your hands on one of these new 4S's, you better get in line, because if you don't have your pre-order in, you're going to be stuck in these long lineups, and they'll probably start at, around midnight of Thursday night, or even sooner. So, make sure, if your pre-order is not in, you're going to have to wait in those lines if you want to get your iPhone on the release date. Now, they've also added a new 64 gig version, and that is a great addition to the iPhone family, because I have the 32 and I feel that that's not even enough, because you have a lot of music, you have a lot of apps, like the GPS apps take over 1.5 gigs. There's a lot of apps out there that take up a lot of your storage. So the 64 gig version for an extra $100 is a great option to have if you like your music and photos and video, because this new 1080p video camera is going to take up a lot of storage on your new iPhone 4S. So why not bump it up for an extra $100 and get the 64 gig version? I think that's what I'm going to do. I reserved a 32, but I think I'm going to go wait in line. And I know this is crazy, but I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to wait in line and get the 64 gig instead. But yeah, that's a rundown of what has happened. And they've also announced is your new personal assistant, Siri. So she will be able to book you appointments through your calendars, push back appointments, send text messages, read your messages, and you can ask her questions, and she might give you an answer. Now, I know it's in the beta stages, and people said it does have some glitches. So this week I put out a tweet about a kid that had this for review on YouTube, and he asked some pretty funny questions, like, he said to Siri, "I love you." Siri replied back and said, "I hope you don't talk like this to all cell phones." Now, that's pretty funny. And, you know, you can ask it, like, what's the distance from here to the moon? You can ask it mathematical questions, and it will tell you. If you ask it, you know, where there's a restaurant around here, it'll bring it up on Google Maps and tell you how many restaurants are in that area. And I think it's a great new feature that's added to the new iPhone 4S. Let me know what you guys think of Siri, and if you think all the new features in the new iPhone 4S is worth upgrading from the 3GS or the iPhone 4. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Mark the Tech Guy. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Take care.